one thing that women monitor without you realizing is what you choose to do. We looking at your choices and we are deciding whether or not you are valuable or you are chaotic. So what you want to do is live a life where if a woman was to enter it tomorrow, she wouldn't need to tell you too much. She wouldn't need you to adapt too much in order for you to be a good husband or to be a good father. You naturally live a life that is effective. What a lot of men will do is live an incredibly chaotic life. They'll be sleeping around, going to parties every weekend, taking drugs, and say, well, when I settle down, I'm going to stop all this. But what kind of woman is going to select you? It's going to be a woman with low standards and a woman who's also a bit chaotic. But when you start making those life choices because you respect yourself, and it's got nothing to do with a woman, you're doing it because you respect who you are, then you're more likely to attract a good woman and you're more likely to appeal to more women. Yeah, more women will find you attractive. Now, one thing that women monitor with...
What's up? It's your boy Fallen Angel 510, bringing you everything from all angles. So I saw that video that you just saw and made a comment on the page and went in the back and forth, giving my perspective, in which the lady you see there tries to force her perspective over mine and into the conversation, oddly, for her to be a psychologist by saying, if you say so. So what was the debate about in this back and forth? It was me partially agreeing with her and partially not, and saying it's much deeper than what she says. So first of all, men, let me tell you, and women, because a lot of these people side only with men, a lot of these people side only with women, and a lot of these people aren't even talking about men or women. They are talking about males and females, which are completely different. People, man or woman, you do not live your life based on what someone else's perception of right, wrong, good, bad, qualified, unqualified, anything is. Like she's saying, a man should be making these moves so a woman doesn't have to adapt to his life for him to be a good father or anything, and like we're being watched and all this. And no, that it doesn't work that way. The only that's like, are you their child that you're supposed to be making these choices where like it has to be right or wrong based on what she thinks is right or wrong or acceptable or not or anything. It doesn't work like that. And I offered her a perspective because I saw she mentioned partying, and I said, okay, this dude could be making 6 figures a year, be college educated, go to church, whatever. It could be a bunch of things, but he and or she could just enjoy dancing per se. So I was like, okay, so what if somebody sees partying as unfit, but they like to go there and dance once in a while? How does that make sense? So if they're living their life based off of other people's perspective, what if that person is partying isn't okay? The next person partying once a week is acceptable. The next person partying 10 times a month is acceptable. How can you convert, and why should you convert your standards to anybody else? And I said, okay, what are they doing at the club? Are they just dancing? Are they getting completely smashed and drunk, all on drugs, or all these things? Some people say weed is a drug. She mentioned drugs. What if they smoke? Can they not get that blazy tazy because somebody else finds it unacceptable? That's completely different than heroin. So what I offered to her was saying, isn't it much deeper than what you say? Isn't it very gray, what you say? Isn't there a high, a low, but most of it is gray? Is it not that cut and dry? And she keeps responding to me, basically what she said in the video, that he should be doing things. He can't do anything that doesn't make him a good father, blah, blah, blah. Let me tell you, I've never seen a guy personally, or many people, like, where it's just like they just have fun and autumn while they, and I even offered her this. I said, what if they don't have kids? Does that, in a club, does that mean they can't be a good mother or father? And she goes into this rhetoric about like they would only be doing things that would make them a good mother or father. It's, I don't like half these people because they tell you something that has many layers as if there's one. And often the one that they project is not even a fair one. Living your life for masses that you do not know, that do nothing for you, and probably don't care about you is the wrong way to go. Don't listen to this bullshit. Don't listen to this bullshit. Live your life the way you want to live your life. Hopefully, that is making good choices. If you are making incorrect choices, then you yourself hopefully are mature enough to not become a mother or father for the kid. Not for the man that you don't know. Not for the woman that you don't know. For the kid you may have. Have a kid when you are ready, when you are making the correct choices, not based on somebody monitoring, another adult you don't know possibly monitoring you as if you are their child. Because a lot of the time, let's be clear, look what she says, a lot of the time women come into the relationship with the man that they perceive can take care of them. Why? So they're getting more out of it than men are a lot of the time. And we're supposed to also change our lives based on what they want. Does not work that way. And that's all I'm going to give you today from all angles.